this is Jason from AHW. We're hanging out in Williamsport, Indiana. Today we're going to do a walk around of the brand new 1025R John Deere tractor. We're going to highlight its versatility, its efficiency, and just how easy it is to use. You're going to love what this John Deere compact tractor can do for you and your property. Let's go check it out. Starting here at the back of the 1025R, starting back by the fuel tank. This actually is a diesel unit. It is very fuel efficient, as well as you'll see the placement of the fuel fill, real easy to get done. Going back, fuel gauge, very easy to see right over here on the left-hand panel. Down in here, I actually have our mid PTO and rear PTO shift lever. We can power implements through the mid PTO, the mower deck, front snowblower, rotary broom, or we can shift and use it to the rear, 540. Of course, for any PTO-driven implements off the rear of the tractor on the 3-point hitch. If you ever had the need, you can shift it, that it will function both PTOs at the same time. Here you'll notice the extra fender lighting that John Deere has added, along with the headlights and the front hood. We actually allow for that versatility of being able to use this unit from dusk to dawn, depending on what your tasks you have to do. Inside here, we'll find our range shifter for the transmission. It's a hydrostatic transmission. We have 2 range, high and low, depending on what your speed needs are for your task. Inside of that, we're gonna have our height of cut. If we do have a mower deck on the unit, such as this 60D Auto Connect 7-iron, 7-gauge stamped steel deck. Below, you'll see rear differential lock. That's in those cases where we need to lock that rear end together, where we might have a little bit of extra need for traction, get ourselves in a little bit of a stuck situation or maybe a wet situation. We can push down on that and lock that rear differential in. Speaking of traction, this tractor is actually equipped with the R4 industrial tread tires. We'll give you a better traction and grip depending on the task you're trying to do for that ease of use that this tractor can give you. This is one of 3 tire choices on this tractor. You can also have an R3 turf tire that is strictly to spread the weight of this tractor across the ground better. And then we have a middle of the road, brand new to these tractors, an R3R radial tractor tire. That tire is a combination of both turf and a little bit of this industrial tread tire to give us that extra grip and feature when we need it, but yet it still has a fairly good surface area to, again, spread that weight of the unit as you're using it. Moving down here, we have the John Deere 60D Drive Over Auto Connect PTO mower deck. This is a 7-iron, 7-gauge stamped steel deck. Again, John Deere is the only manufacturer to be able to stamp that 7-gauge steel in these decks, as well as we have a washout port built in. Allows us to hook a garden hose onto this deck, run it for a little bit after we've mowed, get that extra debris, dirt, anything that's left to have it cleaned up before our next mowing. The next attachment here on the 1025R is the John Deere 120R Quick Park Loader. It does come standard with a 53-inch quick attach bucket. You can take that off just by releasing 2 pins. Allows us to put other attachments onto the loader, such as pallet forks or a loader mounted front blade. We also can actually quick park this loader. There is a quick park stand right here on the inside that allows us to detach this loader from the tractor in approximately 3 minutes or so. Very easy to make this tractor more versatile, just as a mowing tractor, or even maybe having a rear 3-point hitch implement on the tractor without the loader being on. Now that we've removed the 120R loader off the tractor, we can actually see how we open the hood up and get to the engine. We used to have a latch on the front that sometimes material and debris from the loader may actually damage that or break it. They have moved it to the side here. You take your key, you stick it in, it actually opens the hood. And of course the hood has 2 cylinders to help raise that. Underneath here, you'll find a 24.2 horsepower Yanmar liquid-cooled diesel engine. 3 benefits of having that diesel engine is fuel efficiency, longevity, the hours of use, and also the ease of maintenance. So one way we achieve this ease of maintenance is by the oil dipstick, the oil filter, as well as the fuel filter and shutoff, all being available and accessible without taking the side shield off. Here on the side, we have our mid-mount SCVs where we had our loader hooked, as well as we can hook front implements such as a hydraulic front blade or a snowblower rotary broom. We also have our twin touch hydrostatic pedals. We have a forward and a reverse, very easy to use, moving your foot back and forth between the pedals, as well as pushing down on them. The harder you push down, you have an infinitely variable speed. Next, we have the shiftable 4-wheel drive lever, as well as the rate of drop for our rear 3-point hitch, and our fore and aft control lever to slide our seat back and forth for comfort. Up on our fender, we have our integrated joystick to control our loader, as well as other features to some front implements. We've got position control where we can actually have our 3-point hitch lever, have a repeatability for depth control on the rear 3-point hitch. That 3-point hitch lever will raise and lower that rear 3-point hitch, as well as your mower deck height with the mechanical lift. Also, we have a 12-volt outlet so that you can plug in your cell phone while you're out operating your tractor. Now that we're to the back of the machine, we've got an onboard toolbox for storage, as well as a slow-moving vehicle sign as standard. We've got a rear Category 1 3-point hitch, which we can actually add an iMatch quick hitch to for the ease of hookup and efficiency with different implements that you might use on the back of the tractor, such as a rotary tiller, a rear blade, a box blade. We also have our rear 540 PTO, which again could power the tiller, a rear snowblower, a post hole digger, for example. Lastly, I've got a folding ROPS up here. If we do have a height restriction, we can fold it down. We can also use it to mow under maybe some lower hanging limbs on trees around your property. Up here in the operator station, we have a hand throttle. We've got our PTO switch with our reverse implement option built in. Forward cruise control. We've got our park brake lock. We have our light switch, and we have our turn signals. And then of course we have tilt steering also as a standard option. We've got some comfort features, including the armrests that are adjustable on both sides. We've got our seat belt that we want to use when we have our ROPS in the up position. And then we have the new upgraded material for the seat that John Deere has put on here to reduce dirt and mold better than our previous models. Again, this is Jason Schneider from AHW. Thanks for hanging out with us during this walk around. If you'd like to learn more about this piece of equipment, go to ahwllc.com. And remember, AHW is always here when there's work to be done.